so now we're gonna try our first full song. We've been doing exercises right now, learning the pitches open D string, open A, G, F sharp, and E, respectively, of course, based on what instrument you're playing and the fingerings for those. So now we're gonna combine all those pitches together and play an actual piece. Now it's a very short excerpt of the full piece. It's an American folk song, 1.15, Don't Tell Aunt Rhody. Now before we begin, of course, we want to identify a few things. Time signature, make sure it's the right clef that you're reading in. And how many measures? What's the rhythm? How many rests are there in each measure? What ending do we have? Is there a repeat sign or a final bar line? So those are some things to identify first before we actually begin. Now that you've identified those parts, let's go ahead and review the pitches. We have F sharp, E, D, and G. Not in that order, of course, but you are playing in some sort of order and some sort of rhythm. Let's first just kind of sing the note names. So we're going to do that singing thing I taught you in the last video and see if that will help us identify the pitches and the rhythm at the same time, because you're singing it like it's supposed to be played. All right, so before we actually play it, let's get into guitar position or shoulder position, whichever is comfortable for you, and find the pitches. So first we start with F sharp. How many fingerings is that? 2 on the D string. Then there's a rest. Next beat is another F sharp. Remember, it's F sharp even though there's no sharp sign next to it or accidental, because once there's an accidental, it lasts for the rest of the measure. The fourth beat is E, first finger on the D string. Let's try that. We're gonna sing just that one measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. F sharp, E. That's simple. Let's try sing it again, this time plucking. 1, 2, 3, 4. F sharp, E. And that's simple. Okay, let's move on. Look at measure 2. What are the pitches there? You notice that it has a 0 above that, meaning open string, meaning no fingerings used. So we have a D, open string D, then a quarter rest, another open D, and then another quarter rest. Let's try to sing that rhythm. There's our D, 1, 2, ready, and D, rest, D, rest. And notice I didn't place my fingers anywhere on the fingerboard because it's an open string. Let's try sing it with the plucking. 2, 3, 4. D, rest, D, rest. Now let's try singing measures 1 and 2 together without the plucking. 1, 2, 3, 4. F sharp, E, D, D. All right, let's try it with the plucking. 2, 3, 4. F sharp, E, D, D. Cool. Now, some of you may feel like this is actually easier to play than on your shoulder. Yeah, if you're used to playing ukulele or guitar from taking private lessons, doing that, or just for your parents teaching you, or just having fun with it, yeah, it might be easier. But that's not how we actually play violin, of course, when we start adding the bow. But this is a good technique to use. Moving on, let's look at measure 3. What are the pitches there? Sing it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, F sharp, G. So is the melody going up now or down? That's an interesting question. What does that mean? Well, the pitch is getting higher and the string is also getting shorter. So the melody is now going up, as in the first 2 measures, the melody was going down. Okay? So now let's try playing and singing in guitar position measure 3. Starting on what pitch? E, first finger on the D string. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, rest. F sharp, G. Good job. Now, let's do measure 4. What are the pitches of measure 4? F sharp, E, D, and then quarter rest. Let's play that and play and sing it. 2, 3, 4. F sharp, E, D, rest. All right, let's try measures 3 and 4, starting on first finger on the D string. 1, 2, 3, 4. E, rest. F sharp, G, F sharp, E, D. Now, if you notice, the melody was going up. The highest pitch was G. Then when the melody went down to the lowest pitch, which was D. And we call that a melody because it goes up and down in pitch. And you can see that if you made like a little curved line or connect the note heads by a line, like connect the dots. So let's try the whole thing now. I want you to sing and pluck it in guitar position or just singer it without the plucking part. And let's see if you get the fingerings right. And the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. F sharp, E, D, D, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E, D. That's simple. Let's try it with the metronome now. And let's put it in our shoulder position. 1, 2, 3, 4.